Hello students, welcome to English e-learning and I'm here with your class 11th from Hornbill, poem number 2, The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. Now about the poet. Writer Ted Hughes wrote poetry, non-fiction and children's book. Ted Hughes was born on August 17, 1930 in Yorkshire, England. He published his first book, The Hawk in the Rain. A year later, he left Plath in 1962 and remarried in 1970. By the time he died on October 28, 1998 in London, England, he had written more than a dozen books, including poetry and non-fiction. Now students, the introduction of this poem. The poem The Laburnum Top is written by Ted Hughes. It is about a repaying relationship between the laburnum tree and goldfinch bird. The tree is yellow, silent and death-like, and is made alive by the bird and her young ones. The yellow bird has her shelter on the tree where she feeds her young ones, but as soon as bird leaves to fly in the sky, the tree becomes silent and death-like again. The laburnum top and its explanation. The laburnum top is silent, quite still in the afternoon yellow September sunlight. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So students, here the laburnum means a short tree with hanging branches and with yellow flowers, and the flowers are as poisonous seeds. And goldfinch, a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. So in this above line, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree top is still and silent in the daytime of a September month, and that is, it is an autumn season when all the seeds of the tree had fallen. Now, stranger, one explanation continued. The poet has used the word yellow for leaves and sunlight. Yellow symbolizes silence, death, and beauty. He describes the whole scene of tree with his color. Now stranger 2, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness and startlement at a branch end. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and the machine starts up. Of chittering and tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and thrills. Now the explanation. Goldfinch bird comes to an end, the death-like scene of the tree, and makes a sudden chirrup sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert, and precocious like a lizard, sit on the branches of a tree. As she moved toward the thickness of the branch, her young ones started chirruping and doing vibration with wings, making a sound like a machine. Because of the movement of the bird and her young ones, tree starts to shake and trill. That means it has taken a life. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree. The tree first being death-like still, and now because as the young ones are living on that laburnum tree, and it has given a life, because it has given a shelter to a bird and her young ones. Now stranger 3, it is engine of her family. She strokes its full, then flirts out to the branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. The laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is the engine of her family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Her dark, colored striped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the tree. Stranger 4. Then with airy delicate, whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. After reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound, just like whispering, and flies away towards the infinite sky. And the laburnum, again it becomes silent. That means again it becomes like a death-like. In the summary of this laburnum top tree, the poem starts with a description of the laburnum tree whose top was still and silent. Its leaves had turned yellow and seeds had fallen down. It was a daytime in the month of September when the tree was standing still and death-like. The lifeless tree becomes alive by the arrival of the goldfinch bird. She came to feed her younger ones who were on the thickness of the branch. The tree is her shelter. She arrives at the end of the branch with the chirping sound. She further moves to the other side of the branch with a rapid and precautionary movement like a lizard. So here the students, again I have given a summary to recapitulate the stanzas which was earlier given. As soon as she arrives, her younger ones start chirping like a machine and vibrating and flapping their wings. The death-like tree becomes alive and it trembles and shakes. Her feeding them, she flies at the side of the branch. Her dark-colored face with the yellow body was barely visible as she vanished behind the yellow leaves. She flew away in the sky, leaving the tree death-like again. Now here, some word meanings are there for just to understand. Here, some 7 or 10 words are there. So just write these word meaning in the classwork copy. And here it's some literary device, that is alliteration. Alliteration already I have discussed with you in the earlier poem, that is the repetition of the consonant sound beginning with 2 or more consecutive words. That is, here it is given as September sunlight. So here S is repeating in this. Tree trembles, again here T is being repeated, so that is called alliteration. Similarly, the comparison between the two things using like or as. Sleek as a lizard is the example here. Metaphor. Here it is comparison between two things as a quality is being compared. As she enters the thickness and machine starts up. And here it is compared to the movement of the bird. And it's telling that it is like a machine which is making noise, that is. Personification. Giving a personal, natural characteristic as if being alive. The whole tree trembles in thrill, that means the whole tree, when the bird sits, the goldfinch bird sits on the tree, it shakes. Now here the question answers are there, students. Just go through all these question answer and write down in your classwork copy. And lastly, it is question for your self-assessment. After again, just go through this poem again, understand it, and whatever the doubts and they're coming in your way, clarify this in this video after this doing, and write down all this question answer in the copy. Thank you, students.